Have you ever been so excited to share an incredible win with someone, but when you do, their response is surprising in a bad way? Like they're just kind of underwhelmed or unimpressed, and you feel really rather disheartened. This is something that happens to a lot of authors at some point on their author journey. But fortunately, there is a principle in psychology that can help you understand exactly why it happens so you don't have to take it so personally. It's called the crab effect. And essentially, if you imagine a bunch of crabs in a bucket and one crab tries to escape, the other crabs will pull it back down into the bucket. And maybe it tries to make its way out again, but the other crabs will pull it back down. And people can behave like this too. In fact, there's kind of four types of people that you may encounter on your author journey. And these are all wonderful people, but they mightn't always have wonderful reactions to your author success. So the first group is people who are very risk averse. They are comfortable in their comfort zone. They don't really understand why someone else wouldn't be. And you can spot these people because they will hand you limiting beliefs with so much conviction, like they are absolute facts, that you will question your own sanity and maybe even doubt yourself. They might say things like self-publishing isn't legit or you can't make money selling books. Things that can make you feel a little bit wobbly no matter how sure you are that these beliefs aren't true. And in moments like this, the most valuable thing you can do is just understand that the advice this person is giving or the opinion they're sharing is actually a reflection of what they believe is possible and not actually about you at all. The next group of people is the people who are really excited for you in the beginning. They think it's great that you're growing, developing yourself, pursuing your passion, and they're genuinely happy for you. But then at some point, they aren't as happy for you as they once were. And these are the people that it's the most painful with because they were happy for you in the beginning. So what happened? And you can recognize these people because they'll say things that sound like kind of backhanded compliments, or there'll be little digs. Like you can tell that their happiness for you isn't totally pure. They might say things like, "Oh, that's so great that you publish your book." Like I would never self-publish. That wouldn't be for me. But things where it's like, why do you have to gunk up that compliment like that? You notice it because you're a creative being and you're highly perceptive. And the reality is it's not that they're not happy for you. It's that whatever level of freedom and success and fulfillment you've achieved is now a reminder that they have not allowed themselves to go for what you've gone for. It's a little bit confronting. It's like, okay, I'm staying in this box that I believe I'm supposed to stay in, but you're tap dancing on top of the box you're supposed to be in. Like that's I don't like that so much anymore. And it's easier for me to pretend that I disapprove or wouldn't want that anyway and don't think it'll last for you than it is to just admit that I am making up rules for myself that are actually keeping me stuck and unsatisfied in my own life. It's like if you see somebody dancing in public and they're just busting a move. Say there's not even music, right? Some people are going to see this person and think, "Oh yeah, like get funky. When's the last time I got loose? Like that's what's up. I gotta get a piece of that," right? People who just are, they feel it's contagious for them. They just think it's wonderful. And then there's other people who think, oh my gosh, that is so cringe. Like, I cannot believe she is doing that. Ew. And really, all this person is saying is, I would never allow myself to dance foolishly in public and have fun doing it and not care who's watching. That's a thing I wouldn't allow myself to do. And it can be really uncomfortable if you think that success that you have worked hard for is upsetting for other people and making other people feel small. I mean, that is not a nice feeling at all. But in moments like this, you have to remind yourself that the more uncomfortable somebody is with your freedom and fulfillment and self-expression, the more they benefit from witnessing it, whether they can admit that to themselves or not. The third group of people you're going to encounter are the people who were just in the bucket a while ago. Like, remember what it was like to be in the bucket. And so they're really rooting for you. When you share your dreams with them, you can tell that they think you should dream bigger. Like, they're proof that what you want is possible. And they absolutely believe that if you continue walking the path, that your success isn't just possible, it's probable. And they're, reaching into the bucket and helping out as many people as they can because they believe so much in how great it is to be outside the bucket. And you can spot these people because they will share their hard-earned wisdom with you or help you avoid preventable mistakes so that you can shorten the time you spend on the struggle bus. Essentially, you can tell that these are people who want something for you, not something from you. And the better you can get at identifying these people and investing your attention in listening to what these people have to say, the easier it is to ignore the noise of the other people in the bucket who don't really get what it is you're trying to do, because these people get it and they want to help, and they want to help you do it faster than they did. And listening to them is one of the best ways to achieve your goals in a shorter amount of time. Finally, there's a fourth group of people, and these are the people who are so far outside the bucket, it's hard to imagine that they were ever in the bucket in the first place. And the easiest thing for all of us when we see these people is to just get really triggered. But the problem with getting triggered is the moment that you get triggered, your heart just closes. And all you do is end up using your creativity to make up stories that are deeply unhelpful. Stories about how they don't really deserve their success and how you couldn't really ever have their success or don't really want it. And stories about how separate you are from that person, how different you are. And something that has really helped me in my author journey is realizing that I have a choice in moments when I feel triggered, and I can choose instead to be activated. And this starts with self-awareness. Just instead of being triggered, I'm just going to admit that actually the friction I feel at seeing what this person has is telling me that maybe I want this. Maybe there's something here for me. Maybe instead of closing myself off, I should actually lean in and take a closer look, because this person is showing me something that I want or desire and want to believe is possible for me, but haven't allowed myself to believe that. And when you allow your heart to stay open in this way and you choose to be activated, suddenly you can see so many more solutions and so much more helpful information that you can actually use on your journey. You start looking for things you have in common with this person, why they're just like you. You start looking for patterns, like what do they do a lot of that you don't do at all? And what do you do a lot of that they don't do at all? And what are they doing that you're already doing, but they're doing a whole lot more of it? And you start actually learning from these people who are so far outside of the bucket that it's actually exciting if you allow yourself to think about it. The point is, you can learn from everybody that you meet on your author journey. And sometimes it'll be a lesson about what you don't want to believe, or why you don't want to stay stuck, or what you do want to do next, or what you really want in your wildest. But there's always a lesson to be learned from everybody. Just make sure you learn the right lesson. And if somebody says something that feels a little bit painful and makes you contract, don't internalize it. Don't take it personally. Instead, remember the crab effect and continue to walk your path with peace and purpose.